어디서부터 잘못됐을까?
그때 결심한 거야. 현실을 바꿀 수 없다면 자신을 바꾸겠다고.
The year is not yet over, and 2026 has already delivered some heavy-hitting K-dramas from action-packed adventures to romance comedy dramas that arrived and completely won over audiences. If you are interested, be sure to stick around to find out which shows you would like to add to your watch list. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Starting our list is the second season to the hit Netflix series, Bloodhounds.
난 내가 원하는 건 무조건 이뤄. 넌 꼭 나랑 싸우게 될 거야. 판을 키우려면 무조건 건어새끼가 필요해.
The second season of Bloodhound follows the story of two former boxers, moving on after taking down a ruthless loan shark in the first season, only to find themselves pulled back into a dangerous illegal fight club. In this new season, both our male leads are pulled back into brutal fights that go far beyond anything they've ever faced before, forcing them to adapt in different ways. What set this season apart was the balance between brutal action and emotional storytelling. The fights are faster, bloodier, and more intense than before, with many viewers noting that the pacing leaves no room for any dull moment. With a strong cast like Woo-do-hwan, Lee Sang-yi, and Rain leading this season, Bloodhound stands out as one of the most adrenaline-fueled dramas for the year, and is one to definitely add to your watch list.
짐승을 잡으려면 짐승보다 더 무서워져야 한다고.
Next, at number 9, we have The Judge Returns.
국민 여러분의 신뢰를 저버린 자들은 엄중한 형벌을 반드시 받게 될 것임을 약속드립니다.
뭐야 저 포스? 나 방금 부장판사 보는 중?
재밌네, 이 친구.
The Judge Returns follows the story of a corrupt judge who once gave up his morals to serve a powerful law firm, essentially becoming their disposable tool inside the courtroom. However, after getting caught in a web of political and corporate conspiracies leading to his death, our male lead is sent 10 years back in time, waking up in the body of his younger self with the rare opportunity to rewrite his fate. Adapted from a popular web novel, this series builds itself around a classic rebirth for revenge concept, but elevates it with courtroom tension. One of the strongest parts of the show is watching our male lead staying several steps ahead of his enemies, handling each case with a satisfying sense of control and strategy. Starring Ji-sung, Park Hee-soon, and Won Jin-ah in the lead roles, The Judge Returns is set aside as a solid, revenge-driven legal drama that would surely keep you hooked from start to finish.
어때? 대한민국의 진짜 권력을 본 기분이.
수석님의 정의는 무엇입니까? 이제 바로잡을 시간이다. 집회!
Sliding into the 8th spot is The Legend of the Kitchen Soldier.
유효감성제! 라면 끓일 수 있습니다.
취사병 시키죠?
예?
진심이 담긴 맛있는 음식에는 사람의 마음을 움직이는 힘이 있다 그랬습니다.
This comedy fantasy drama follows the story of a young man from a poor background who enlists in the military, only to be labeled a problem soldier almost immediately after he joined. Instead of a typical combat role, our male lead gets reassigned to the army kitchen, where he discovers a mysterious game-like system that gives him cooking quests and unique abilities that slowly transforms him into a genius chef within the base. What really makes this drama stand out is the comedy, with a cast that fully understands how to sell every joke without overdoing it. At the same time, the food elements add a surprising amount of comfort, making the series oddly satisfying and visually engaging. Starring Park Ji-hoon and a stack of talented cast in the lead roles, Kitchen Soldier feels refreshing and unpredictable, making it one of the most unique and enjoyable K-dramas so far.
여기가 바로 천국이 아니겠나? 그것이 바로 전설의 시작이었다.
Guys, a quick reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, be sure to do that right now. If you have done that, let's get back into the list. Claiming the 7th spot is The Art of Sarah.
어디서부터 잘못됐을까?
그때 결심한 거야. 현실을 바꿀 수 없다면 자신을 바꾸겠다고.
The Art of Sarah centers around identity, deception, and the cost of living a fabricated life. The story follows an ambitious woman who escapes her working-class background by building a fake identity to become an executive of a high-profile luxury brand. However, her carefully constructed world begins to collapse when a brutal murder case threatens to expose everything she worked for. Starring the talented Shin Hye-sun and Lee Jun-hyuk in the lead roles, The Art of Sarah gradually moves beyond a simple crime mystery and quickly becomes a commentary on status, illusion, and how easily society accepts curated identities when they are wrapped in wealth and influence.
성함이 어떻게 되시죠?
사라킴이요.
Next at number 6, we have Bloody Flower.
언제까지 죽이고 다닐 생각이었냐고.
17명. 그게 끝이었어요.
왜?
실험이 성공했으니까요.
사람을 17명이나 죽였잖아, 너.
죽였다가 아니라 살렸다는 걸 보셔야죠.
Although despite the mixed ratings, Bloody Flower stands out as one of the most intense and thought-provoking K-dramas of 2026. The story follows a former medical prodigy who becomes a convicted serial killer after confessing to carrying out human experiments that lead to the discovery of a drug that cures all diseases. However, in exchange for revealing this miracle drug, our male lead demands full immunity from prosecution, creating a global ethical and legal debate. What makes Bloody Flower stand out wasn't just its premise, but also the way it continuously forces uncomfortable questions onto the audience. The series maintained a tight pacing and a narrative structure that avoids unnecessary filler, starring Ryo-eun, Sung Dong-il, and Kim Se-rock for their unbelievable performance. Bloody Flower explores elements of ethics, character, and the question about morality and human limits, making it a highly underrated series you should definitely add to your watch list.
이번 사건의 엔딩은 사형이야.
보여드릴게요. 매수도 없이 어떻게 사람을 살리는지.
Breaking into our top 5, we have In Your Radiant Season.
그냥 친해지기 어려운 분 같아서요.
내가 말했죠. 친해질 생각 없다고. 변수 만들지 말아주세요. 산다고요? 여기? 왜?
Starring Chae Jung-hyuk and Lee Sung-kyung in the lead roles, In Your Radiant Season stands out for its healing romance between a top designer at a luxury fashion house and a cheerful, talented animator hiding a deep trauma following a tragic accident. The story centers not only on the romance between the leads, but also on the emotional recovery and personal growth, about individuals shaped by loss, grief, and second chances. The series is also praised for its emotional tone, visual presentation, and strong chemistry between the main leads, as many viewers describe it as both comforting and deeply moving. In the end, if you're looking for something warm, heartfelt, and emotionally refreshing, then you should definitely add this to your watch list.
앞으로 잘해봐요 우리. 봄소풍 온 것처럼 신나게.
Stepping into the 4th spot, we have My Royal Nemesis. Starring Im Ji-yeon and Heo Nam-jun in the lead roles, this fantasy romance series had people hooked from the start just based on the premise alone. The story follows the love-hate relationship between a modern-day chaebol and a high-ranking concubine from the Joseon era, who get transported to the present day and inhabits the body of a struggling actress. Thrown into modern-day Seoul, our female lead is forced to adjust in a completely different world while carrying her dangerous personality from her past life. My Royal Nemesis has also been praised for the strong chemistry between the main leads, with their interactions feeling like a battle of pride, ego, and unexpected attraction. Although while the premise itself isn't completely original, the execution and performances elevated it into something more addictive.
최후로 성령 활약 그놈이 오늘부터 네 놈을 내 창과 방패로 써먹어야겠다. 코앞이다. 곧 당도할 테니.
Taking the 3rd spot, we have Perfect Crown.
금상은 그대에게 가려졌어요.
제게 원하는 게 뭡니까?
혼례를 올리세요.
지금이 뭐 조선시대니? 결혼으로 신분 상승하겠대?
좋아. 혼인하시죠.
Perfect Crown is easily one of the most talked about K-dramas of 2026, and even with the controversy surrounding its finale, it still stands as one of the strongest releases of the year. Set in a fictional South Korea where a constitutional monarchy still exists, the story follows the romance between a chaebol heiress born with both wealth and influence, but struggle with her non-royal status, and a royal born with status but lacks real power. To secure their own interests, both our main leads enter a contract marriage for mutual benefit that slowly turns into a complicated romance. Starring the talented IU and Byeon Woo-seok in the lead roles, Perfect Crown went on to break records, including becoming the most viewed Korean series in Disney Plus and Hulu's history, with over 43 million viewing hours globally. What makes this drama stand out is how it fully embraces its rom-com identity while still being wrapped in a royal fantasy setting. Even with its flaws, Perfect Crown works because it knows exactly what it wants to be. It doesn't try to reinvent the genre, but embraces and executed it with enough chemistry that makes it feels fresh again.
오빠가 승인해줘, 내 결혼. 저도 미친 짓 좀 할까요? 저와 혼인하시죠.
Securing the impressive second spot is We Are All Trying Here.
이거 아니면 꼭 이걸 해야 될 것 같아서.
Starring rising star Go Youn-jung and Koo Kyo-hwan in the lead roles, We Are All Trying Here explores the quiet struggles of adulthood, emotional burnout, and unfulfilled dreams. The story follows an aspiring film director struggling with the feeling of being left behind after failing to debut in the entertainment industry. However, everything changes when he crosses paths with a producer known for her sharp and brutal script reviews, earning her the nickname The Axe. At its core, this series is just a story about two broken people slowly learning to understand each other through quiet moments and honest conversations. Instead of relying on dramatic twists, the series focuses on everyday struggles, burnouts, and realistic human connection. Many viewers have compared its tone and emotional depth to popular dramas such as My Mister and My Liberation Notes for its mature storytelling and healing themes. Because of this, We Are All Trying Here is being crowned as the most emotionally impactful K-dramas of 2026 so far.
됐다, 난 안 할란다. 빛나는 니들끼리 해라.
혼자 하면 지쳐요. 제가 봐줄게요. 옆에서.
Taking the crown as our top pick is The Wonderfools. This superhero comedy adventure quickly became one of the most surprising breakout hits of the year. Before release, The Wonderfools didn't attract overwhelming hype, largely due to its unusual title and seemingly simple concept. However, upon release, it quickly surprised audiences with its strong balance of comedy, action, and heartfelt storytelling. The story takes place in the late 90s, where we follow a group of ordinary neighborhood friends as they suddenly gain superpowers they can't fully control while trying to protect their small hometown from a mysterious villain. Starring Park Eun-bin, Cha Eun-woo, and many star-studded cast in the lead roles, The Wonderfools stands out because of its lighthearted tone and easy binge-watch energy. It mixes comedy, action, and friendship in a way that feels fun without being too heavy.
우리 진짜 굉장한데?
Bonus mention. Before we wrap things up, here are a few other K-dramas that performed exceptionally well this year, but just narrowly missed a spot on our ranking. Spring Fever charmed viewers with its fun and heartwarming romantic comedy story, making it one of the most enjoyable feel-good dramas of the year. If Wishes Could Kill kept audiences on the edge with its dark atmosphere, terrifying twists, and intense, horror-driven storyline, Teach You a Lesson delivered plenty of excitement with its fast-paced action, memorable fight scenes, and high-stakes conflicts. To My Beloved Thief won over fans of historical romance with its captivating love story, beautiful period setting, and emotional characters. And finally, we have the third season of Yumi's Cells, providing a satisfying conclusion to the beloved webtoon adaptation, bringing Yumi's long-running romantic journey to a heartfelt and memorable close. Now it's your turn. Which K-dramas has been your favorite of 2026 so far? And do you agree with our ranking? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear which shows made your list and which ones you think deserved a higher spot. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more K-drama content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.